Hello Capricorns, welcome to your March 2018 reading. This is a general reading for you Capricorns. If you would like to have a personalised reading specifically for you, then you can follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading with me there, which is going to give you much more detailed information and information that's specifically for you. Also, listen to your rising sign and moon sign as well, because some months that's going to resonate with you more than your sun sign. Alternatively, it may give you more detail and more depth as well into this reading, which is really will be very beneficial. I've got a surprise for you all this month. So in celebration of the wonderful support and success of my YouTube channel, and I thank you all for the wonderful support. So I'm going to give something back, and I will be offering all my lovely subscribers the opportunity to get one free email question answered by me. All you need to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already done so, and also like my Facebook page, which is Isabel Galasso Spiritual Medium. The link to that is below as well. It's via my Facebook page that I will have all the detailed instructions and updates on my answering of these email questions. I am also going to be creating an email address specifically for this offer, and all the details will be there in the instructions on my Facebook page, so be sure to check that out. Okay, the offer is going to be for a 2-week period, and so once that 2-week period's up, any emails that I receive after that closing date I won't be responding to, so please don't be disappointed. Make sure you get in on time. I'm going to answer the emails as they come in, so first in will be answered first, and then I'll work my way up through the emails and get those answers back to you as soon as I can, so hopefully it won't be too long at all. So think about your question. It's one question per subscriber, and I will answer those for you, so that's exciting. Okay, so let's get on with your reading, Capricorns. Let's see what is in store for you for March. Okay, the first thing I've got here, which is very much around you, is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is, you know, I feel like there has been a lot of emotional upheaval for you. I hope that last month went well for you, because you had a lot of luck around you last month. So I hope that you tapped into that energy, because that was quite strong. But what's happening in March is that there's a lot of stuff that's coming up from the past. You have been through quite a bit in the past. I feel like in March you're going to start coming out of that and really looking at what you've gained, what you've learnt, what wisdom you've got from those situations, and you're starting to look towards the future. You're starting to look to new horizons, new adventures, new situations. You're starting to open up. You're starting to look beyond what has gone on in the past, which is really, really, really good. I like that a lot. It's about new ideas, new plans that you've got, that you're looking at. So you're starting to branch out. You're starting to look to the future, which is excellent, which is really good, because that is going to lead to new opportunities. This is the Eight of Wands. The wands here is about knowledge that you've learned. What have you learned from past situations? What have you learnt by the adversities that you've had to face? How much wiser are you? How much knowledge do you have about handling future situations? You're taking that with you. So nothing is wasted. No lessons or challenges are ever wasted, because we become better people. We become stronger. We learn resilience. We discover just how strong we are and how much we can overcome. There's a great future looking forward for you. It's new things are going to be coming your way. Things are going to start flowing a lot better, a lot simpler. you're going to really, I feel like, come out into the open. You know, you're sort of able to breathe. There's just a little, some relief. There's you know, a new dawning, a new day. You know, with a new day, the new sunrise, new day. There's new opportunities. There's a new way of looking at life. There's a new way of living your life, and that's what's being called for here with you. Okay, which is really good, you know, because what's underlying that is, you know, all your efforts, all your work, all your overcoming of challenges is paying off. Your harvest is coming in, you know, it's paying off. You know, you are reaping the fruits of your labors, if you like, where you can sit and really enjoy what's around you, really enjoy what you've created. You know, abundance in this is not just financial, but it's in happiness, and it's in family, and it's in what is around you, what, you know, work, and what brings you joy, what brings you happiness, health. You know, it's all there for you, and it's turned, the tables are turning. It's now your turn to be reaping, you know, these, you know, the work that you've done and what you've been through. You're being able to reap that harvest. Opportunities are going to be coming your way in March. So March is really, I feel for you, like the turning point here, where you can really start moving forward. You can really start moving forward, taking everything that you've learned. You know, it's interesting here that you've got the eight of wands, and then here you've got the 9 of wands. You know, interesting, because it's about what have you learned. You know, these are all your challenges. This is everything that you've learned, and you're taking this with you. You've fought those. You've come out in front. You have learnt. You're wiser, and that wisdom is moving you forward in your life. So whether it's a change in your attitude, you've made a decision that you're not going to let this beat you, that you are going to move forward, that you are going to use what you've learned, what you've gained, to your benefit. You know, it's a decision that you've made, a turning point for you, and I like that. I think that's really, really good. You know, it's really good with these decisions and choices. You know, here you've got the devil card. It's not as ominous as you think, but it's really about be mindful of the choices and decisions you make. You know, be mindful of, you know, I want to say for some of you, you know, revenge, vengeance, you know, they're emotions that are really going to damage you more than anybody else. You know, it's about making clear decisions and choices that are going to benefit you. Make sure you're making those decisions and choices for the right reasons, not because you're wanting revenge, wanting vengeance, wanting, you know, those that have hurt you to pay for it. You know, that sort of negative energy is only going to impact on you. It's only going to affect you. So look at how, you know, if you want to move forward, do it because you want to move forward, because you want to improve your life, because you want a better situation. Any decisions and choices you make sure you're making them for the right reasons. Don't fall into temptation. Don't try and take shortcuts. That's what I'm saying to you. Often shortcuts lead to dead ends. You know, so when you're making your choices and decisions, really make them in a good, clear heart space, in a really good, clear heart space. That's what's going on around you. What is going to lead to the outcomes here as we look into March? You know, that's emotionally how you're going to be feeling. But let's have a look at what's happening around you in March. You know, here you've got the 6 of Cups. You know, the 6 of Cups to me is a really lovely card. It's light, it's happy, it's tapping into that inner child. It's about, you know, children live in the now. They don't live in the past, they don't live in the future, they live in the now. They focus on what's going on at present, and so that's something that you can bring in around you. You're going to feel playful. I want to say to you, there's some of you that are going to have a lot to do with children, your children, grandchildren, children in your life that are going to bring you joy. So it really is about living in the now, enjoying them, playing with them, because that's also going to help you feel better. It's going to raise your vibration. It's going to help you move on. It's going to clear a lot of that energy, and it's going to make you feel a lot better as well. So there's going to be that sort of playful energy. If you don't have children or grandchildren, it's about you just finding that inner child, you know, doing things that bring you pleasure, being out in the open, going to the beach, going to, if it's because it's summer here, but if it's not, you know, going for walks, doing things that you're going to enjoy. Okay, go to the movies, go and, you know, have fun. Have fun. That's telling you to have fun. First week of March, to really set that energy going. Really set that energy going. You've got the Four of Coins here too, and so it's like, you know, if there's been financial difficulties, there's going to be some relief there with that. There's going to be some relief coming your way. I feel like there's going to be an increase in finances that's going to put you in a better position. It's going to ease things for you, which is part of, and that's what's going to start coming through for you, I feel. You know, there's going to be an easing of a financial situation where you can actually relax a little bit and, oh, look, you know, this is what I've got. If your finances are in a good place, then they're going to get better. There's going to be scope for putting away savings, for putting away savings for that holiday, for that move, for buying that particular thing that you've been wanting to purchase. You know, you're able to put some away to make those purchases that you've been looking forward to. Okay, this is in your hopes and your fears. You know, there are endings around you. And I feel like a lot of those are psychological endings. It's like, I no longer want this in my life. I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to think like this. I no longer want to struggle financially. I no longer want, you know, a difficult relationship. So it's really about endings and moving those things on, moving them out. But be mindful here that what you're moving out is really, you're doing it for the right reasons, not doing it out of anger or spite or anything else, because that's going to lead to a dead end, you know. But there is finalizing and moving things out so that new things can come in. And that's around you. Nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear here. Things are going to naturally just come to an end for you, where it's, you know, you're sweeping it out. It's no longer needed. It's no longer relevant in your life, you know. You've also got the Hanging Man as your outcome card, you know, and that is, you know, that's growth. And it can be growth through sacrifice, you know, it can be growth through sacrifice, growth through difficult times, growth through adversities, you know. If there's suffering, if there's pain, that's because there's resistance and you're holding on and you're not wanting to move and you're not wanting to change, and through that resistance you get the suffering and the pain. It doesn't have to be like that. It can actually be enlightenment, learning through adversity, learning through those difficult times and coming out better for it. I feel like that's going to improve your situation, because if you do that, if you go with the flow, if you allow that to leave your life for better things to come in, you know, this is what's ahead for you. I've pulled another card for you because I felt like I wanted to lighten this up for you. And by the end of the month, there's going to be new beginnings, new financial beginnings, new beginnings of abundance, which is abundance in health, happiness, romance, finances, you know, whatever it is that you're wanting to bring into your life, bring that in, because it's going to be, you know, once you've cleared this other stuff out, by the end of the month, this newness is going to start coming in. All these great possibilities are going to come in, so that you've got the endings to allow new beginnings to come in. So, you know, there's nothing to fear here. You've got to really, you need to make space. You need to clear out stuff in your life before new things can come in. You know, if you're moving into a house and it's full of furniture and you want to buy more furniture, there's just so much more furniture you can put in there. What you need to do is get rid of what you no longer want in order to replace it with what you do want. It's no different. Clean out your house, your spiritual house, your emotional house, to allow good things to come in around you. So I hope that's been beneficial for you. I hope that resonates for you. There is some work for you to do, reviewing, and but there's a lot of good possibilities there as well coming to you. I'm going to give you a card in the Osho Zen Tarot to see what is around. What's the key word for you this month? Which is so appropriate. So appropriate. Possibilities. Possibilities. New day. New dawn. Which is, you know, is that really, isn't it? So with the new day, there's new possibilities, new way of looking at things, changes that you can bring in. You know, soar high, don't, you know, be light and soar the currents, move with the currents. Let that current hold you and move you. And, you know, the possibilities are endless for you in March. So bring it in, clear out what you don't want, look at what you have learnt and how you have grown in wisdom and knowledge, and what you can bring in. Manifest it, bring it in, you know, which is a really nice card to get. I'm also going to give you a card from the Dreamtime reading card from Laura Bowen. I love these Indigenous cards, you know, these wonderful cards that I use. They're fantastic. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at these and see what is in store there for you. I'll pull out one card, see what it gives me. You know, there's a lot of goodness there for you this month as well. It's going to set you up for the next 3 months. So make sure you do it, do the work, have a look at, review what's around you. Because it's your turn now, the tables are turning. There's a lot of lessons there for you to learn. Okay, walkabout. Walkabout, bare feet. You know, and that's this card, isn't it? You know, the playfulness, bare feet. Walk on the ground with bare feet. Energize yourself. Go on walkabout. Get in touch with that inner child. Go for walks. Change your environment. Change your scene. You know, bring in newness. Bring in, when you go walkabout, you're bringing in new things. Very appropriate for you, Capricorn, for the month of March. So that's fantastic. So I hope that's been beneficial for you. I hope that that will ease your journey through March and be helpful for you in your manifesting and bringing in new things. Don't forget, this is a general reading. If you would like a personal reading, follow the link below for a one-on-one reading with me, and that will take you to the page for booking readings.